Alright, kids. Yeah. Kids, language learners, professors, okay? I'd like to greet all of my audience right now. And I'd like to remind everyone that this topic is on learning styles, okay? Last video was on methods. Take a look at it. Basically the point is incorporate different things from different methods and don't be set in stone about what you should do because it's in one particular method. And if this method says you shouldn't do this and you want to do it anyway, okay? That's my advice. That's the last video in a nutshell. Alright, learning styles, okay? It's basically a spectrum. Okay, you got a spectrum of language learning styles. On one end of the spectrum, you're going to have people that have a more engineering mindset and really like the rules and the grammar and need to know how the language works as a structure, and then when they have that structure in their mind, they put in the pieces, okay? So this is a much more analytical, grammarial, mathematical type of language learner, okay? That's the hard side of the spectrum. We'll call those guys the conservatives, okay? We'll call those guys the conservatives, okay? On the other side of the spectrum, we've got the people who don't really care about grammar rules, who are much more interested in language in context and like vocabulary, okay? And obviously, this is a spectrum, and obviously to learn a language, to be, I will say, fluent or functional or have any type of ability in a language, you need to incorporate both, okay? And so it's really important to know what type of language learner you are, where you fall on this spectrum, in order to maximize the efficiency of your language learning, okay? I know my style, for example. I'm learning a little bit of Tajik right now. Tajik is a Indo-European language, okay, that is on the Indo side, that is related to obviously the Iranian language, which is Kurdish, Farsi, Dari, Persian. Those are all like terminology, but also, yeah, Tajik, spoken in Tajikistan, written with the Russian alphabet. I'm learning this language a little bit, okay? I'm getting a little bit more serious about it. And the first thing I did after I looked up the sounds on the IPA and the writing system was I started to get a small grammar book, okay? This is a reference grammar for the Tajik language, okay? It's a fabulous book, okay? And it tells me all of the grammar rules so I can put everything in context, okay? I'm just going to go off on a bunch of tangents here because I don't even care, alright? Tajik has, and pretty much like Kurdish as well, you're going to have a verb that has two fundamental forms, present stem and the past stem, okay? And you need to memorize that because it's how the language works. And then you also need to memorize the, the subject endings for conjugation. You also need to know how that prefix may and na work. And yeah, it's a great language, okay? I don't think it has ergativity in the past like other Persian languages such as Kurdish, possibly Farsi. And Tajik is pretty much Dari, okay? Tajik is like the Persian they speak in Afghanistan, okay? It's a wonderful language. The point was I took that grammar and, yeah. I took the grammar and started learning it that way, okay? And I'm at the point where I need to focus on my vocabulary, to focus more on production, okay? And so for me, like, I know how I learn a language, because I've done it before. I've done it a lot of times before, and I need to do what works best for me for Tajik. Now, if someone were to tell me, hey, you know what? The blah 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 language learning method is the best method, you must incorporate this to be an effective language learner. If I didn't know what I was talking about, or I didn't know about language learning, I'd be like, okay, let's just do this stupid method, or let's do this method, right? And I would do this method, and maybe the method says do this, but I don't like it or I don't want to do it. I'd be like, oh, this method is stupid, I can't learn languages, I'm no good. But that's not true, okay? I would say, if the language learning method says do this and you don't want to, don't do it, unless you think it's necessary, okay? Do what you like to do, but also know what you need to do, okay? Getting back to the language learning styles, you got the real, we'll just call them what I called them before. You got the grammar conservatives, you got the context liberals. Learn what works best for you, do what you like to do what you need to do in language learning, okay? Tajik language, okay? Fabulous, okay? Maybe I'll see you guys on the border of Tajikistan. Toodaloo.